The reason why I'm listing this right now is for demonstration purposes only, but I have a stack of games here I'm going to go through. I've already went through these games, checked the quality of them. They're all very good condition. They're all complete. They're all ready to be scanned in here. I have a table over here with games I'm going through. As you can see, they're color coded there. So I pre-sort for whatnot, and then I put it in a separate pile, things that need to be checked and looked up on eBay. Then I'll check them on eBay. If they have an active listing, I'll list them. If they don't, I'll go ahead and decide whether or not I'm going to make a new listing or put it over here. And then I'll have separate piles for 2, 5, 10, and 20, depending on which box that might go in or bulk. And so that's basically the process that we use to list. So I'll come over to eBay. I will search by item description. I'll use a scan gun to scan the barcode. We have a listing already. I need to update this as an old listing. I'll go ahead and grab the next SKU on our roll in chronological order, and I'll put it on one of our bags from the auto bag roller. Once the number's on the bag and the game is in, I'll come over and edit this listing. Inside the listing, I'm going to go ahead and update the SKU to 3207. I'm going to go ahead and update the price $5 lower, so $1.99 in quantity 1. The reason why I'm lowering it $5 is because we went from free shipping in the past, and now we charge $4.99 shipping, so I got to lower everything by about $5. I'll also go ahead and update the package weight. That is the one thing now that we use ShipStation. So it imports the correct weight, so we don't have to update it in there. I'm just going to put about 2 ounce. That should cover it. Anything from 0 to 4 ounce is the same price, so it doesn't matter whether you put 1, 2, 3, or 4. But PS2 games are about 2 ounce. I'll go ahead and hit revise it, and I'll put this bag back into our inventory, and we are done listing it. By the way, our old listings used to have just a kind of a stock photo that we created with a default description. We don't do that anymore, but these are old listings. And for cheap games, I just keep these listings and keep all the data that's already in there. So it's easy to list them fast and they still sell. Ready to scan our next game. I'll just highlight that. We'll come over here. We'll scan the next game. Okay, this didn't come up. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to copy the UPC. We'll come up to my open browser tab. I'm sorting by lowest price plus shipping. So this is the cheapest one available. It's under $10. There's 7 for sale. I mean, I could put it for $2.99. I usually don't do this anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it. Now, I'm not a big fan of capitals and the title. I think there's a lot of stuff here. There's lowercase. I kind of like this title here. I really like that. There's really not much I'm going to change about it. So I'm going to go ahead and open that in a new tab. I want to keep this tab for future UPC searches. So I'm going to go ahead over here. Underneath the image, I'm going to hit sell now. It's going to open up a tab, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the next, I will go ahead and update this. I'm just going to put CIB at the end. I'm holding the phone, so I can't update that. The next SKU is 3208. Then I'll put on the bag. We'll come down. We'll make sure that the UPC is in there and the appropriate box. We'll go ahead and, well, these are already pre-checked to be in nice shape. I insert a main. I have basically a default description for everything. It covers all of our basic stuff. I did also scan through quickly the item specifics. Nothing needs to be changed or deleted. What did we say? The price was what, $2.99? And we'll come down here, 2 ounce. We'll save for later. Listing goes to drafts. And then basically we'll take the game, we'll put it in the next bag with the label, and it'll go in order in this box here. So 302, we actually, remember we added the a game that already existed here, so that has that SKU. But this box will get full. Once this box is full, it goes back into our inventory. And now the person coming and helping us list will come and just add the photos and make them live. So she'll come, She'll take photos of like 4 or 5 of these at the same time, and then she'll airdrop them, upload them, make the listings live. I can, if I really just was focused on adding these, I could add 300 or 400 in a day. And if the lister was just focused on photos and putting them away, on top of shipping, she could probably do 200 to 250 in a day. So pretty good. Definitely a little room for improvement potentially, but this is basically our process. When something doesn't exist in a video game, we want to build the whole database. We have a lot of listings that we made like that. We've been listing a few hundred minimum a week. And on some days, we'll list 200 or 300. On some days, we'll list nothing. On some days, we'll list 20. Depending on other tasks and things we have to do, we have a lot of other things going on other than just eBay. But we have a good amount listed. And so we have 64,000 listed. And in the last 30 days, we have sold 31,000. So it's not bad, right? We're selling about 50% of our value, which is a good way I like to look at it as well. I'm not going to go over the items right now, but just to give you an idea, what we do works, and listing stuff cheap works if you want to maximize your profit, but it does. I am scaling that back a little bit on things that actually sell that are between $9.99 and $19.99 plus shipping with this fast process, and only those things that I can add over and over again. For instance, this game that I added, if I scan the UPC and it comes up again, then I can add to quantity. It doesn't need to be photoed or listed. It just needs to be put away in our inventory. And now let's say I have 5 of these, I can add 5 of these within like 2 minutes. And now I basically am potential revenue generation of about $10 in 2 minutes, which is worth it. So the future, right now, this probably isn't worth listing this, but the future value, so long as this sells, is worth it. So it's like the listing I'm treating like an asset. And that's why I like listing all low end stuff, but we're balancing that around with opportunity costs. And the opportunity cost right now tells us we need to focus on stuff with higher value. If you have any questions, I'm sure there's a lot of things going on here. This is not the best setup in the world, but it works. And that's what we're focused on right now. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And we don't want to affect and limit our progress. We want to just keep moving forward. I'll continue to show all the improvements and tips along the way. Take what you want, leave what you want, and comment if you guys have any improvements or tips for me. I would love to hear them. Thank you.